The reason your man keeps cheating on you is because you're not spending his money. Girl, you are supposed to keep this man on the verge of bankruptcy. Like he is supposed to be having heart attack. Doop, 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 because he knows any wrong step, he goes down into the verge of bankruptcy. So he does not have time to focus to go look for another girl because the one he has, he can barely afford. So his entire time he's going to be working. But no, you're not spending his money. Somebody else is spending it. Somebody else is flexing the risk with the card while you're sitting there being a good, understanding wife, girlfriend. Why? Who told you that that's what you have to be? Didn't you see what happened to Lot's wife? She became a salt statue. Then the rain came and washed her away. That is what happened to you. Spend that man's money. Swipe it. If you don't know how to spend it, ask me. I will teach you. Eat it. You see me like this? Woo! I can spend. Hey! I never lack nothing to buy. There's always something to buy for me. If you like, you spend. If you like, you don't spend. Oh yeah? Sit there and be crying. While you're crying, another girl is popping bottles on his dime. Okay? Anyway, how I look. Spend his money eating.
Spend his money. Spend his money. That's what she said. Keep him busy. Keep him broke and busy. And that way he ain't got time to play.
Well, you know, it. I have to agree with what she's saying because, you know, there's plenty of
So you
tricks
gonna
out here that there's plenty of guys out here that shit. Tricking is a
so you gonna
thing
let us
now.
spend all your money? You gonna let us spend all your money?
I'm not in that category. I'm not in that category. I don't play in that lane.
Why wouldn't you let us spend all your money?
Hell no. You ain't
Mm,
spending up all my money. Go make your own money. You want to
mm.
spend money. You ain't finna spend up all mine.
Well, she said if she's not spending it, you spending it on somebody else.
No, you know why she say that? Because all she deal
Mm,
with is tricks and dudes that
mm.
go around paying women light bills and toes to get done. Uh, helping out with the step kids, kids that ain't
So
theirs,
she
all
talking
kind
she
of shit.
talking to the big spenders.
Yeah, she
She
talking to
talking to
them
the big
kind.
spenders. The
Yeah,
ones
and
who
and this
like
the thing
T.I. said,
too.
it ain't
E-
tricking
e-
if he got it.
please, every man with money ain't finna be doing all this and shit. That's the bit. That's the thing. People get
Mm-hmm,
misconstrued. Think every
mm-hmm,
man with cash in the bank gonna be tricking off their money. And a lot of
mm-hmm,
guys, that especially the one that really, really grinding for, they ain't finna come up off their money real quick. Not
mm-hmm.
too fast, but nah, let me take that back, man. Fuck what I said, man. Yeah, they will. Yeah, they will. Yeah, they will. I ain't finna start capping, man. Cause that's how some of them raised, man. Yeah, that's just how some of them raised. And that shit don't matter how much money they got, don't matter how hard what it took to get, they'll go and blow it all, man, on women. They will.
Mm-hmm.
I ain't gonna lie.
Mm-hmm.
But it just
So
if
basically,
you
what
would
she's saying, you have to look for those type of guys. If you're a woman who material things matter to you, then there's a certain type of audience of men that you need to look for because they will just spin on you. I think
well,
that's
yeah, I
probably.
mean, it boils down to this. You know, you got to weigh the scales. If a woman
Mhm,
never gonna respect a man who she can just take advantage of,
mhm,
she never gonna respect you for that. So, and that's gonna wane on her level of eroticism
mhm,
because by nature women are submissive, and by nature men are supposed to be uh an alpha, so to speak. I'll just use that just for conversation's sake. That's how it's
mhm,
supposed to be. And when the two things don't match up, you gonna wane with something. Something you gonna wane. You gonna be with a dude that you really don't respect, but he'll do anything you say. And for the most
mhm,
part, when a woman is with a man that is in control, that's guiding them, uh, has a leadership role, then there's a level of eroticism that is gonna be in a relationship, and she's gonna have a certain level of respect for the guy. It's simple as
Mhm.
that. Now, some guys don't care about that level of respect. As long as they with the woman that they desire and she just fine, that's all they care about. And somebody like me sit up here talking to them, that
Exactly.
man, they finna cuss me out, man. Get out of here with that, bro. I'm a shit. If my
Exactly.
woman want this, I'm gonna do this. If my woman going to get her hair done, I pay, baby. I pay for the kids. I pay. Hey, you know
Mhm.
what? Matter of fact, go down there. I want to adopt your kids. Hey,
I mean, it just depends on the type of guy. Some guys were raised different. Some guys believe in discipline and having some kind of control over the finances and how their woman spends. And then there's guys who feel like I'm the man, I make the money as long as I'm in good standing and I can make the money. The sky's the limit for my woman. She can have whatever she wants. So it's only material things. What matters most to me is making sure she's happy, and her happiness. If spending is what makes her happy, then I make enough money to just go ahead on and do it. And so it's
and
okay.
you know what?
And I
Ain't
think
nothing wrong with that. It's nothing wrong with
it's not.
that
Mhm,
mentality. Only if the woman earns it. Only if she earns that position, and it's not like working at a job or something. I'm not talking about it like that, but it's the woman has certain things about her that you value, and she gives you that value.
mhm. That
But
she
but
she
then again,
supports you in a way
maybe
that you feel appreciated, you feel loved, you feel cared for, and you feel that even if I didn't have the status I had, she would still be there. Yeah, under those circumstances, I'm with you 100%. Yeah.
yeah. I
Mhm.
mean, yeah. She gotta
Yeah.
be. I mean, cause some guys just only put the value in how she look and her status, and if
Mhm.
that's what you
Right.
value, that's fine, dude. But you don't. This is my problem. I don't have a problem with you being no simp. I don't have no
Mhm.
problem with all that stuff. You want to be a trick, be a trick. You want to be a simp, be a simp. But don't get on here whining and whining. I don't want to hear that. When shit go
So
sideways, I don't want to hear you whining about nothing.
so
If you want to do that,
let me
no, go ahead.
understand what you're saying. You're saying guys who are just with the women because she's fine and taking care of her. That's what's important to them, her looks.
Exactly. Some
Mhm.
guys are like that. That's why they'll do anything, man. The woman cheat on them, have another kid with a whole nother dude, man, and they'll still be with the woman. We see it
Mhm.
all the time. They'll still do that. That woman can do anything to him. Spend all his money
Mhm.
up. Hell, I seen women take his money and go spend it on her boyfriend.
Mhm.
I seen that. Listen, that's what you're gonna get when a woman don't respect you, and she know that you're only there for her beauty. She don't have to, man, getting up every day and putting on makeup. That don't take no work. That don't take
Mhm.
developing yourself as a person in a relationship. It doesn't take that. When a woman really wants to be with you, she gonna work on herself all the time to try to make sure she stay up to par for what the relationship and being what you call for. But if she don't respect you and all she gotta do is put on makeup or whatever, man, shit.
But I don't see that's one of those situation again where I don't believe it really matters to the guy because y'all say they simps and tricks and whatever. But if I'm a man and only thing that matters to me is how much and I can pay it, you tell me a price and I can pay it and I get you, then how am I
It
losing?
well, you still a simp.
I'm putting a value on
But
you.
that doesn't that
I'm
don't
putting a value on you. Why does that
that's
make me a
fine.
simp? I can
That
pay for what I want.
see
That means I can walk in a store and no matter how much something costs, if I want it, I can buy it. So if
that's
you
you
give
missed
me a price and I can buy you,
you're missing the point.
okay.
The point is not what your actions are, it's how the interaction is with the woman. See, what happens
Mhm.
is, okay, it's fine. You want to be a simp, be a simp. Some guys will be like, oh no, don't be a simp. This and listen, dude, if you want to be a simp, fine. What it boils down to is how the woman behaves with you, and in the end result,
Mhm.
does she respect you? Now, if she don't respect you, she treat you any kind of way, she do whatever she want to do with you. Fine. You was a simp. Those are the results you're gonna get. The problem that I have is you start crying about it. I don't want to hear you talking about your woman don't treat you good. She out here cheating on you. She's spending up all you. I don't want to hear that because guess what? That is the choice that you made. You took that route. Hey, like you say, he could have thought he was winning. If you thought you was winning, then why you
Oh,
complaining?
we're
Don't be
talking about two
complaining.
different guys. You're talking about the guy who's using money to actually obtain the woman. He's not just using the money to sleep with her or have her on her arm. He actually wants the woman to be his woman and want the woman to be, respectful and show up for him. That's the guys that you're talking about. Oh, I wasn't talking about those guys.
What guy you talking about?
Because when I say trick, or I think about guys like that, I guess to me a simp and a trick is different when y'all talk about it. When you say trick, meaning that I'm gonna pay whatever price it is to sleep with you. If you say that's what it costs, then okay, I'm willing to pay it. I trick this money off to
No,
you
a
because
trick
at the
don't
end of
have
the
to.
day, I get to
No,
have you.
no, because that's not the
Okay.
definition of a trick. Number one, hell, it's
Okay.
dudes spent thousands and thousands of dollars and they never sleep with the
hmm
woman.
Okay. So those the dudes you're talking about. Okay.
Yeah, it's plenty of guys that lured their women in because maybe they had a high paying job, maybe they had high status, or maybe they fit the mold or the prototypical guy that all most women say they want. And
But the
you
end
know,
game was they wanted the woman. They wanted her to
well,
be their old
well,
lady.
well, no. Well, yeah, they wanted her, but they got her because they lured her with their checkbook. They
Yeah.
lured her
Yeah.
with their status and things of that
hmm
nature. Well, status and money is it's sort of the same, but it's not. You can be a certain way and have status, but when you get into you know luring a woman with your wallet, then that's a whole different ball game. Because it's not going to take that much for a woman to figure out you don't have enough confidence in yourself that you can pull her without having your wallet out on the table. She's going to pick up on that real quick.
But why does it matter?
What you mean? Why does it matter?
If she want money and he want her, why does it matter?
It don't matter, but that don't exempt you from being a trick.
Oh, okay. I mean, I didn't know we were looking to exempt them. The bottom line is, if I get what I want, it doesn't matter. I determine how much I'm willing to pay for it,
And that's
so
fine.
it don't
And we right
matter.
back where I told you. But we don't want to hear you whining about when the woman cheating on you and doing all this other crap. Cause I'm telling you,
Oh,
that's most likely what's gonna happen is she's not gonna respect you. You're gonna lose respect. That's what it boiled down to. If you want to be a trick and you want to lure women in with your wallet, you're gonna lose respect regardless. She's not
well,
gonna
at the end of the
respect you for
day,
that.
you're saying they can't have a woman will never respect you if you get her with money. We know that.
No.
We know that.
Well, what are you talking about?
I'm just saying, I didn't know these guys were looking for respect. I thought these guys was looking to have what they want. I saw it, I'm paying for it, and I'm gonna get it. So I don't care if she respects me because I don't want her like that. I want to sleep with her.
And that's fine. And I keep saying the same thing over and over. I don't think you listening. But we talking about the end result. And a lot of guys be
Mhm.
out here on the phone whining, complaining about the woman not acting right. Sure, you can be a trick, you can be a simp, you can be whatever you want to be, man. But the thing about it, at the end of the day, we don't want to hear when things blow up in your face, dog. That's what I'm talking about.
I get it.